unforced error by the French again, and that's just not acceptable.
France, you have a penalty outstanding.
We all look like idiots today, and it's not good.
So in 2021 and season 2 of SailGP, the French team, they just weren't improving. So Bruno makes a pretty bold decision to switch the drivers out. So Quentin comes on board in season 2.
So how's it going?
Yeah, super cool. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, make sure you take it.
Russell was, a bit surprised because he said, okay, Quentin is going to the Olympic, but, he's new. He's got some good track record, but very young. So are you sure you want to? And I say, yes, I want to invest into the youth and see how we can do that in the future.
I used to watch you on YouTube, so your better races now.
We all did that.
Le matin, un mec sur YouTube pendant des années, puis là, tu serres la pince.
The Bruno's question was, are you sure? And I said, yeah, that's my dream. I want to do it. And I just remember when I hung up the phone, I was just like, oh, come on. This is probably the biggest mistake I ever did.
Welcome to Cadiz, Spain, the 6th event of SailGP Season 2. The fleet is leaving the harbor towards the race course, possibly the windiest day we've had in SailGP so far.
And at the moment, one can only really think of Frenchman Quentin Delapierre. What must he be feeling right now?
Yeah, Stevie, extreme conditions for his first time ever racing the F50.
C'est safe.
Ouais, oui, c'est des bateaux larges. Ah non, merde. Là, ça se passe. Tu vois, là, il a hésité, là. Et le gars qui a hésité, c'est Peter Burling.
Quentin comes on the scene in Cadiz to one of the windiest races we've seen in SailGP. He sees the Spanish do this big crash in front of him, Florian and Diego fall onto the wing.
So I was just like, okay, this will be probably the most intense instant in my life on sailing boat.
Quentin Delapierre last in his debut event. France is a powerhouse of offshore ocean racing, but here in the short course stadium-style racing, the risks and challenges are completely different.
Then we come to Australia and we see one of the biggest crashes we've seen so far, with Ben Aisley basically cutting the Japanese in half.
Oh my Lord!
You just heard carbon to carbon at full speed. I was impressed, like, okay, this can be SailGP. It's not only about sailing or racing, it can be also about injuries and getting someone hurt.
And then the French team, they turn up in San Francisco and have one of the tightest incidents we've seen, basically millimeters into a potentially disastrous situation.
I have to manage the cross with the breeze and try to not damage our boat and also the people on board. And it starts to be really hard because you are in charge of the health of your crew member. Yeah, it was a scary moment for sure.
Team France crosses the finish line in last place, and that's going to be it for their season.
Well, so far it's been a really challenging debut for Quentin Delapierre, finishing last in pretty much every event.
Yeah, let's not forget, it was only a few months ago that Quentin was packing his bags at the Tokyo Olympics, where he'd come away finishing a disappointing 8th.
Yes, very disappointing, because Quentin and his partner Manon were one of those teams that were going for gold.
Hopefully we'll be able to have a really good season next year. So.
And Quentin, he came back from the Olympic almost totally destroyed. He lack of confidence, total confidence, and he needs to go fast. But to go fast, you have to be happy in your head, and I don't think Quentin was really happy.
After the Olympics, finishing 8th, I just tried to get some time off and just see myself with objectivity and say, okay, are you physically at the level? Probably yes. Are you mentally at the level? Probably no.
Mental health is a big topic in the world right now, and definitely in sport. I think we've changed from a culture of that you have to be this perfect person and we don't really want to know about your problems, to showing us who you are and being your authentic self is something that has a lot more respect in sport now.
If you look through the lenses, please.
If you look to the lenses, can you see me?
Yeah.
Quick clap, please.
I tried to begin an Olympic campaign, and the relationship with the management was really tough. And so we waste our time. We won the World Cup 1 year before in Japan, and we come back from the Olympics with a 8th position. That was not what I was expecting for.
I was also in Tokyo racing Quentin, fighting against each other for the gold medal, and 5th hurt pretty badly.
If someone said to me the day before the Olympics, like, we'll give you a silver medal right now, would you take it? I would say, no way, not a chance. And then I finished 22nd. I remember one of our coaches, Victor Kovalenko, he's known as the medal maker, came to me and said, I know you don't believe this, but the amount this hurt you is the amount you're gonna gain in the future. I didn't believe it at the time. I said, stop telling me that stuff. I don't believe you. This is gonna hurt forever.
We had still won a silver medal, and that really felt like we'd lost the gold medal. And I think if your own identity is really attached to winning, you know, you have that risk then of when you're not winning, who are you? Then you can be free-floating pretty quickly and not understand where you fit in this world.
I was so upset as soon as we got off the water because it just felt, I'm gonna get emotional now. I don't really talk about it, but I don't want to. I think it's like you just pour everything into this one dream. And when it doesn't happen, it feels like, what should I have done differently?
It's just like, I think I'm really, how do you say? I can feel the environment a lot more than someone else. And when the environment is bad, I am bad.
We have a sports psychologist, we have a mental preparator with us who follow Quentin full-time since he came back from the Olympic.
En étant de plus en plus serein à bord, je trouve.
Après les Jeux Olympiques, il était plus réellement lui. Donc nous, ce qu'on a fait, on a fait un gros travail en fait justement sur la perception qu'il a de lui-même en disant, ben voilà, en fait, quel barreur tu veux incarner aujourd'hui et se permettre, s'autoriser, se donner le droit d'être vraiment celui qu'il a envie, celui qui est incarné aujourd'hui sur le bateau, quoi.
Thomas is super important for me. Thomas just said, okay, I'm fully with you in this project, and if you fall, I will fall with you, and if you win, I will win with you.
It's a new season, and Quentin has made this big decision to get rid of their wing trimmer and bring a new wing trimmer and his good friend Kevin Peppernet to the team and create this new dynamic. It's an all French-speaking team.
It was difficult to have the same synergy with Lee Macmillan that I will have with Kevin because we know each other for a long time. And I'm lucky because one of my best friends is also a really good sailor.
On en a parlé dans notre chambre d'hôtel qu'on partageait aux Jeux Olympiques à Tokyo. Et donc ça fait un moment que je connais Quentin, que je connais ses forces et que je connais aussi ses faiblesses.
The discussion with Thomas and Quentin was to work on the essential. Once you acknowledge that and you are super well organized, then you can play.
Well, yeah, we can see Quentin Delapierre has made some progress, but it seems to me there's a lot of work to do yet for the French.
And that's, we learned that from Thomas, that he said it's going to take time. And it was amazing because they all put themselves in a position where they could join Quentin in his vision, and the atmosphere totally changed.
Almost, Quentin, almost. You're getting closer, mon ami. But it's not quite there yet.
The communication team, they want to talk about something else than saying, oh, we did almost well. And for me, each time I'm in front of a sponsor, I say, okay, we're doing fine, it's coming. And they say, okay, well, yeah, when?
Hey guys. Quentin, everything is perfect. Thanks.
Pretty good day today.
Yeah. Like yesterday, no?
Yeah.
Moi, il y a un truc, c'est que je voulais vous dire, c'est que j'ai jamais été avec un groupe aussi open et meilleur que ce que j'ai eu dans la Volvo Ocean Race. Mais il y a du travail, c'est dans la tête. Je suis 300%.
Really strong French team this weekend. They crossed the line in the last fleet race to qualify for the final. Quentin's hard work seems to be paying off, but this is going to be a challenge of a lifetime for the young Delapierre.
Well, the French are going to race against the champion, Tom Slingsby, the two-time winner of SailGP from Australia, and the legendary Jimmy Spithill of the USA. You could hardly choose two tougher rivals.
Elle est tricky celle-là.
Première fois que ça nous arrive. On va en finale en étant premier, quoi, donc c'est pas mal.
And Stevie, we've just been told that due to low wind, the crews are going to 4 sailors only for this final.
That's interesting. The drivers will have to do 2 jobs, driving the boat and the job of the flight controller.
Allez les bleus!
So then going into a final where all of a sudden, Quentin, who basically has no experience flying the boat, going up against 2 pretty talented sailors that have way more experience than you, it's not looking good for the French team.
It's absolutely no experience, so just trying to be in front at the start.
En finale, là on se retrouve à 4. Mais à 4, on n'est pas prêt. Eh ben, on y va quand même. Et on continue à mettre cette dynamique, cette énergie qu'on met en place depuis quelques temps, et on verra bien ce que ça donne.